Tired of swiping endlessly on dating apps only to end up with the wrong person? Say goodbye to wasted time and expenses. Introducing MyRealLover.com, the revolutionary matchmaking business that will change your love life forever. At MyRealLover.com, we believe in finding your perfect match efficiently and effortlessly. That's why we've teamed up with a renowned relationship coach, Desirel. With his expert guidance, you'll learn the secrets to finding your ideal partner in less than 24 hours. But how does it work? Desirel's social media hacks and his ultimate insight into the science of numbers have been proven time and again. He used these strategies to find his own wife, and now he's ready to share them with you. Not only that, Desirel's methods have been proven effective in understanding long-lasting marriages of Hollywood celebrities and public figures. You can trust his expertise to guide you on the path to a fulfilling and lasting relationship. So, why waste your time on endless dates that lead nowhere? Visit MyRealLover.com today and let Desirel show you the way. Finding your perfect match has never been this easy. MyRealLover.com, the solution to your dating frustrations. Start your journey to love today. Disclaimer: results may vary. MyRealLover.com can only guarantee finding a perfect match within 24 hours if you have certain networks in place already. But we provide expert guidance to increase your chances of finding a compatible partner in the event we do not find your match within 24 hours.
This is a Zach Feldman Show replay on ZRadioLive.com.
The website music station Z Radio Live. This is the Zach Feldman Show. Joining me over the phone is a owner. His name is Desirel, and he's a brand new website called MyRealLover.com. Desirel, thanks so much for joining me here on the Zach Feldman Show. How's everything going?
Everything's going well, Zach. Everything's going just perfect.
That is awesome. And thanks so much for coming on. You know, obviously you're a coach, you're a renowned coach, with a proven track record. But tell us all about MyRealLover.com.
Well, MyRealLover.com is a system I put together over years of actually studying the science of numbers, and put this together as a package because it helps single out that perfect match in your life that you can be able to say, this is the right person for me. You just know off the bat that this is the right person for me. And I do it through calculations, simple calculations that I've used to actually find the love of my life. So My Real Lover is a place that allows you to get in touch with me to actually help you do this calculation so that you can find your perfect match instantly within 24 hours. That is how much confidence we have in MyRealLover.com.
So
yes.
Do you have enough users on the site though? Like, or is this just like, from your experience and being able to matchmake?
Actually, it's not just from my experience. We have many people that we have used this system on, and we realized that, listen, we need to actually do something that is really unique with this. And so we did case studies. We used case studies on celebrities all over the world and public figures so that you can understand the authenticity of this science. Every major celebrity you can possibly think of, from Tom Hanks to Richard Wilson, DeGeneres and Porter de Rossi, Oprah Winfrey and Stedman Graham. You name all, Beyonce and Jay-Z, every last one of the celebrities that you can see that have long-lasting marriages. We tested our science on every last one of them, and we can tell you exactly why every one of them are still staying strong in a relationship today. Every last one of them. And so this is why we know our signs are authentic. I used it personally for my life, and I could tell that this person that I'm with is the love of my life. I cannot get away from her. She cannot get away from me. Crazy love. It is that crazy. And
well, actually,
that's exactly what I'm
I was going to even mention that too. I mean, something about you just got married recently. Was it from this service? Was it from, your experience using your own product?
Yes, it was. I was actually on a video chat, and for some strange reason, I was like, you know what? I am not, and I I'd had failed relationships, not failed relationships, but relationships that weren't going anywhere. It just looks like they were into me, but they were not committed. And I was like, you know what? I'm done with this. I cannot be in a situation where I am not in a committed relationship. I'm too old for that. I need to be in something committed because I have a future ahead of me. So I started going on these dating sites. And initially I was like, okay, this is good. But how dating sites you keep swiping back and forth. Let me see, is this one, the person doesn't ring you, eventually they ring you, you go out on a date, you spend all that money, you come back, it's like, oh, I'm not sure I want to go out with this. It's just, nothing is so concrete because you don't know for a fact if they will be the right person for you. And then on this video chat, I got really tired. I told myself, I need to find somebody right now. And then I was like, wait a minute. All these signs I've been doing, why can't I apply it to my relationships and use this to actually know for a fact whether the person I'm with or will be with is going to be actually the right person for me? So I brought out my calculators, and when I got on the video chat with this person, I told the person, I was like, hey, how you doing? We went on the chat for a little while, and then I asked them key information to understand this. It was the date of birth, but we get 2 key numbers from the date of birth, and those 2 key numbers are very unique to an individual, anybody on the planet. So I took my 2 key numbers, I looked at her 2 key numbers, and when I looked at it, my science proved that it was a perfect match on both key numbers. So not just one, but both key numbers were perfect matches. They had mutual compatibility.
So this is all based kind of like on a number system then?
On a number science system, exactly, Zach. On a number science system, it is too accurate. Listen, I've played around with this on every major long-lasting marriage in Hollywood and public figures all around the world. And you can try this on anyone you know personally, even you personally. You use this and you look at it and say, let me look at the people that I love to death in my life. And this science works perfectly with those people. It works perfectly. You'll be surprised. It will blow your mind.
Well, the only way I'm using this is if I'm talking about my fiance. So let's just put it that way first off, okay?
Well, you see, I'm gonna make a lot of enemies when fiance is like, my coach said you're not the perfect match, and I'm like, no, I didn't say that. I'm just saying, listen, if you're happy with her, you love each other to death, hey, just do a little, you have to have like a yardstick to measure your relationship. If you're happy, you're loving each other, you're always together, you can tell that this is something, and then you can do a little more investigation into it. What makes me connect?
Well, let me ask you this. Obviously, people at home, they're going to be skeptical of this. But before they go on the website, obviously they're listening in on our station here. Is there anything that we could do at home right now, to kind of get the idea of what your service will provide?
Yes. So tell you what, if you go to, I have a different calculator system that you can try right now. So you can even try and get your key love numbers. So I have a calculator system that you can actually go and try right now. Go in there, put into your love numbers with that of your mate. And if by any chance you can go through my system and see if it matches the things that I already say in my program, the freebies I already given, then you can tell, all right, because I gave some freebies on relationship match that actually are perfect matches, like people like what's the name, King James, I say King James, LeBron James and his wife Sabrina and all these other celebrities all around. I gave like key numbers that you can tell. LeBron James is 9. LeBron James is 3. His wife is 9. Beyonce and Jay-Z 5. Tom Hanks and Rita Wilson, they have the numbers. I gave like specific numbers about these people. So if you go to perfectpartnercalculator.com, Perfect Partner Calculator. My website is My Real Lover. That's where you get in touch with me. but Perfect Partner Calculator, you can break down your key love numbers and break that down of your partner as well.
How important is it, for us to find out our numbers?
It's so important, Zach. It is so important. You see, my wife is a 6 and a 3. Her key love number is a 6 and a 3. Mine is a 9 and a 9. All right? Those two are perfect matches to each other. Now, how about this? Maybe even for the sake of this conversation, I'll just give I'll try a few freebies. You can try to do this by yourself, but you need the education to help you. Let's say, for example, you're a 1. You go to Perfect Partner Calculator, you have a 1. The person you're going to connect with is either going to be a 4 and an 8. But there are other key numbers that are involved in that. So that is just 1. A 2, there's also a match system for that. There's more than one match for a 2, but 7 is a very perfect match for 2. So I'm giving freebies out for you to actually for your guests. I'm doing this because you have a very good station, and I'm just like, you know what? Let me give the freebies out. But these freebies will help you understand that there is something about relationships that is so perfect that you can do the right thing long before you start. How about a 3, a 6, and a 9? How about a 4, an 8? How about a 5, another 5 and a 6, or a 9? How about a 6? The same thing. You can switch it over. A 7, a 2, or a 4. A 8, a 1, or a 4.
Well, let me ask you this.
A 6 or a 9. So, yes.
No, I was going to say, let me ask you this too. Obviously, people around the world, they're always using, obviously, I haven't really heard people use the terminology when it comes to numbers, but using astrology, in relationships has been huge when it comes to building a relationship. And people are always just like, oh, what's your zodiac sign? Making sure your zodiac signs match. How much of this is also part of that? Okay, so let me tell you something. All right, people with zodiac signs doesn't necessarily mean they get along. All right, it might look harmoniously. They might walk harmoniously, but those numbers really solidify the relationship. If the numbers are perfect for those pairs in those signs, it even makes it better. All right. So let's say, for example, a Leo gets along with a Gemini. But how about a Leo with a 9 or a Leo with a 1 and a Gemini with a 1? That will completely be hell on wheels. It's of course the Leo and the Gemini are perfect. They're just perfect by astrology. But a Leo with a key number 1 and a Gemini with a key number 1, they will butt heads. They will be in fights all the time. They will really get on each other's nerves all the time, because both of them are headstrong. That's the 1-1 pair. Wow. But there are 2 key numbers in every last one of them. There are 2 key numbers. So it's not just 1 key number. It's 2 key numbers for every pair. So if you know how to match both to your best advantage, it's heaven on earth. I just, my relationship with my wife is not 100% perfect. Well, no one's is. No one's is. But I'm telling you this much. I've never seen anyone love me this much. And I love her like crazy. It is. Then I'm glad you got married to her. Yes, and I did this calculation. I was like, you know what? This is not bad. I should give this a try. But every number, my 2 key numbers, are perfect matches. This is exactly what I want to be able to do for people all around the world. Well, let me ask you this too. You also, on your site, myreallover.com, you also claim that you can get a match in 24 hours. Yes. For those who are or obviously that they're skeptical of that. They're like, there's no freaking way. I've been on these apps for how long possibly. You know, tell me
You know,
about, if somebody's on the site and they don't find their match, what happens then?
like I said, I will not stop till I do, but this is what I do. Okay.
Yeah.
So I told you, I said I use the days of birth to do this.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. First of all, within 30 minutes, not 30 minutes, after talking with you personally, within 30 minutes, I will isolate your perfect matches with your numbers. So right off the back, if you went off right now, I could tell you based on the people you already know who will be the love of your life, who will be the one that will be like, that's it. I'll be like, that is it. But beyond that, I will tell you how to find your perfect match with those numbers and show you a system on how to do it. I have a social media hack, and I don't have to use the social media out here and that, but people go on Facebook all the time, all right? And that is the hub of every major connection you can think of. If you're just just hanging out, you just want to get to meet people, Facebook is the part where you can actually do this and do this very easily. But I have a hack on Facebook where, based on your friends already on Facebook, when you join this program, based on your friends on Facebook right now, I can isolate your best 5 matches for single matches on Facebook right now on for your dates, that you can say, listen, if I go on a date with this guy, it's going to be a perfect match. I can tell you right off the bat. So that's why I said within 24 hours, I can get you a date, someone immediately.
Someone you'll know. Someone you'll know.
Someone you will know, and you will get along with that person right away, and you'll be like, this is it. And you can sink your teeth into it.
Well, I really hope this works out for a lot of people out there who are listening too. You know, I mean, because it's important. You know, people want to get relationships. Yes. It's hard out there when it comes to the app game, and it's hard for people who are just stuck on trying to date through a phone. You know, and obviously this is a new, different way of doing it. And and I'm excited for those to try it out. Where can people go to find it, and where can people go to follow you and keep in touch with you?
All right, so this is going to be 2 things that you do. All right, first of all, go to Perfect Partner Calculator. All right, get your numbers. Just get your numbers and those of your partner, and then I want you to go to myreallover.com, and I want you to reach out to one of my coaches or one of my representatives, and they will get in touch with me. But you have to get into the program. I have to show you how this works. They need to be able to, because I just don't want a fly-by-night experience. I want a situation where I can develop a very good relationship with you to actually build this experience for you properly. I want you to have success with this, and this is why if you go to myreallover.com, even if you just go to myreallover.com, I'll be able to guide you through the Perfect Partner Calculator and get you the numbers so that I can actually hone in on getting you your perfect relationships with the dating apps or whatever platform you have, even the Facebook situation as well, so that you can actually get your match within 24 hours. Probably within 3 hours. I just said 24 hours because I was just being, modest.
But earlier
within
than
3
that.
hours.
Even earlier than that. I love it. Well, Desirel, what's next for you in the future? What are you doing next after this?
I'm an author. I've written about 2 books. I've written a book called The Power of Paradise, and I've written a book called Wish Diary. But I'm hoping to write another book called Deciphering the Personality of God and Man. But I call it's something else. But I just write books, and I write music too. So that's just something I do for fun. But this is the meat and potatoes of what I'm trying to do now, and I'm trying to help people find real love. I've seen a lot of people struggle with love, and it's just an unfortunate situations, and usually they end up in the wrong relationships before they know that's not where they needed to be, and it messes their heart up. It will be very terrible. Dating apps. We talk about dating apps. People like Millionaire Matchmaker. There's so many big businesses that would charge you like $150,000 $50,000, $25,000 just to match you with somebody, and at the end of the day, it's gonna be a divorce waiting for you. It's not even guaranteed. What if you can know that right off the bat, the person you're gonna be with, even if you decided to part ways, it will still be in love. It will be so much love that no matter what gets between you, you will always love each other. What if you have that kind of love with whoever you with? That's what I want to give people.
Well, that's going to be exciting, and I'm excited for people to check out myreallover.com. It's going to be awesome, man. Desiree, thank you so much for coming on the Zach Feldman Show. Seriously, best of luck with everything. And definitely come back when you have that brand new book. We'd love to talk to you about it too.
You're the best. I will definitely reach out to you.
Yes, anytime.
Yes, I'll definitely reach out.
Love for you to come back on.
Zach.
Anytime. The Webster Music
Yes,
Station,
Zach.
Z Radio Live, back with more Zach Feldman Show after this.
Want to hear more? Listen to the Zach Feldman Show every Wednesday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on ZRadioLive.com.